I can't think of a single concrete. It's like words matter to the degree that people are being sent to prison for saying some dumb nonsense on freaking social media, right? Words matter to that extent. It's like you may say words don't matter, or you may live. No one, I don't think anyone who says words don't matter lives that way. Like, you don't even live that way, right? But it's like, not even on an emotional level, just like on a technical level, as in, I'm hungry, I want to go to McDonald's. I go to McDonald's, I order a Big Mac, right? I talk to the cashier, whoever. I don't go to McDonald's, right? I don't go to McDonald's. Yeah, right. Like, you talk to the lady in the window. You say, I want a Big Mac, right? They say, all right, how many Big Macs? You know, you say maybe two Big Macs, 3 Big Macs with a milkshake, whatever, right? It's like the only way I see this working, I think the best example in which this person used the phrase, like the best example in favor of the argument words don't matter, is that say that you say something, say that you're going to do something but you don't, right? Say that you commit to a New Year's resolution. You know, you say you're going to work out, you're going to lose, you're 150. No, that's not bad at all. you're 300 pounds. You're 300 pounds. You know, New Year's resolution. You know, the New Year's resolution is the New Year's coming about, right? You're 300 pounds. You want to lose at least 50 pounds by I don't know, maybe like by mid-June, June 2025, but by July, right? You want to lose a lot of weight. You want to stick to a healthy diet. You know, so New Year's resolution. New Year's resolution. It's like there's instances where it's like, yeah, you say, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna wake up early. I'm going to not scroll on my phone. I'm not gonna doom scroll the first thing I do in the morning when I wake up. I'm gonna put myself together. I'm gonna shower. I'm gonna take a shower. I'm gonna eat healthy. I'm gonna go to the gym, right? I'm gonna find a job. I'm gonna find a good job, right? It's like you can say all of that, and maybe you can even write it down, for better measure. But it's like, yeah, New Year's resolution. I'm going to turn my life around. 6 months later, you're exactly in the same place you were before, if not even worse off. So yeah, like in that context, it's like, yeah, all that good shit you were talking about, all that hyping up you were doing, like none of that mattered. In the end, you're a bum, you're a sore loser, you didn't get anywhere. You're exactly in the same place you were before, if not even worse, right? Maybe you did a little better, but you never lived up to your expectations. Well, anyway, whoever really lives up to their own expectations. But it's like, okay, you said something and you didn't live up to it. Those words didn't matter. Those words didn't matter, right? I think that's the best case scenario in which you can say that words don't matter, right? It's like, in that context I can understand. But what if you say those things? What if you set up some really high New Year's resolutions, right? Like, and you actually meet them. Did those words not matter? Well, perhaps you could say you didn't have to. If you make a resolution and you actually meet the expectation, it didn't matter whether you said you were going to do it or not, as long as you did it. It's like, so okay, maybe we're getting somewhere here, right? Maybe we're getting somewhere here. We're actually getting somewhere, right? It's like the argument that a word doesn't matter, words don't matter, is that you don't have to speak if you can do something. If a thing can be carried out through an action, one doesn't need to use words. words are meaningless without action. Okay, this is an entirely different topic. To be honest, I'm not even gonna, right? Is that true? Is that true? Words are meaningless without action. This sounds pretty sound, right? It's like it sounds like it sounds agreeable. It sounds like a very agreeable statement. Words are meaningless without action. So, or maybe it's like, okay. With this example, all right, it's like words don't matter because I would rather take action than speak action, right? Okay, so I think this is a very fine basis, and okay, there we go. We've come to somewhere coherent, right? This is a very fine basis. It's like words don't matter because I would rather act than speak, and it is better than I act than speak, because if I can act without speaking, I might as well not even the speech part might as well not have happened. So okay, I think this is true. This is a good example of words not mattering, right? Because this is a good example. This is a good example. This is a very good example. But how about a counter to that? How about a counter? This is actually the best example I can think of. It's like, if only I thought about it sooner. But in any case, here's the counter though. Here's the counter to that, right? It's like, is it that words don't matter because actions speak louder, or is it again simply that words speak louder than words? Is this a matter of actions speak louder than words, or is it a matter of there's no use for language if all we had to do is act and maybe grunt, right? Like you don't even have to grunt. It's like, can everything be carried out through action? Right? Is it possible that if you were to eliminate human language, human capacity for words, everything would be better carried out through action? Well, as you can see, the fact that we have pets and we don't understand them, and pets, all they can do is freaking bark. I mean, even dogs have their own languages, like, right? Like, to a certain extent, you can understand a dog when it's freaking barking, right? The language of dogs is barking. Something is either going wrong, or like something exciting is going on. But like, if a freaking dog is barking and growling, it's like the language there is something's not right. Something's not right. So I may be missing something here in this idea also. It's the best example I can think of in which words don't matter, but only in the event that actions would speak louder. Actions would be better off. It's like the same thing in storytelling. Show, don't tell. Show, don't tell. Right? It's like, what if? It's like the best thing you can do in a story, in the process of writing a story, is that show as much as possible. But it's not necessarily that. It's not exactly so that telling is never a good thing, right? Like, sometimes you want to show for the most part, but sometimes telling is actually better than showing, right? It's like, you may show someone something and they don't understand, and maybe if you simply told them, they would understand it 10 times faster than if you'd showed them, because maybe the action itself, it's like the showing. I think words are like a lazier form of action, or rather, it's like, do I want to? It's like there's a certain degree to which you can't act out everything, right? It's like, yeah, obviously, right? Like, it's like It's like this guy, he will show you how to build a spaceship, and then he will tell you to build a spaceship, or he will grunt at you. Now you build a spaceship, right? It's like, man, if only there was an instruction manual, because like, first of all, I'm not gonna remember all that shit, right? Like, what the hell? Like, what? How do you expect me to, like, what? You show me, maybe like a videotape, right? Well, like, imagine you live in a world where there's no video. No, sure. Here you go, have the luxury of a video, right? Here's the luxury of a video. Okay, it's like you record the guy. It's like, would you be able to recreate the same spaceship if? It's like, yeah, of course. I suppose so. But even if that is true, even if that is true, like, if you could eliminate language and you can learn solely based off of observing, it's like, I think there's something lost, because maybe this guy who you copied, whose homework you copied, actually knows how to do the numbers, but like, in order for you to understand how to do those numbers, they would have to explain it to you with words, right? So is it that words don't matter because actions are better off, or is it that, or is it simply that actions speak louder, but in the end you can't accomplish communication with simply one mode of expression, right? Actions. You can't. So in the end, I think, to the extent that I can prove it, that I can argue for the opposite side, in the end, it seems to me that it's very difficult to defend a generalization, right? It's just like constant. It's a constant poking of holes, right? It's like, yeah, good luck, buddy, man. You believe you uphold a generalization, have all these people poke holes in it, right? Good luck defending all of that. What a freaking chore, right? Like.